Get me back on track.
Oh, we were talking about the aliens creating, adverse weather.
Yeah, and so the situations are is now more opportunities, basically. So when you look at the etheric level, I'm primarily talking about, so when I come in and out of here, so I'm not here with you in real time. I participate with you, but because I can see from outside here, in here, it's quite easy to talk about these items. And I couldn't always do it until I had the industrial military complex implants removed and so forth. So the dark did a good job of capturing me when I first got here and cutting and pasting. And of course, the implants help me now recognize how they do it, how they did it, why they did it. And of course, getting your memories back helps. But I'm doing my best to explain how easy it is to see when we are outside of it. And we're all from the same place. We're all from source. But we all go and experience and express ourselves throughout the multiverse in individuality or collectiveness. And so I always want to keep fueling the encouragement that we are all a portion of God expressing itself in whatever we desire to do. It's amazing. It's amazing. How would you explain all that is, all that will ever be, and that's what you are? How would you do it?
There are no words, right?
Yeah, and so that's what's so great about, and so I want to encourage everybody, we travel here through light ships, and that includes you folks. And so when we go, the reason we use your light, and so when you want to focus in on let's say a region of the multiverse, the light ship is a conduit to co-create. It's nothing more. We call it a light ship, so it's easier for you to recognize how dimensions can come around other dimensions and locations and space. So right now, as an example, the light ship that's around your solar system and universe right now is squeezing in all the time, and you're an explanation of it. So that body of light that's coming into your existence more and more is recognized through your heart center. And that's why so many people are having massive breakthroughs, because they're getting their feet back under it. The best way I can do it, several writers have gotten close to explaining this pretty good, believe it or not. So if you take two triangles, and point them at each other as upside down and right side up, point them at each other and have the tips touching each other, that the top triangle would be the brain, the bottom triangle would be the light. And so what you have here is you have opposing funnels, and they're squeezing the volume of light, so it's restricted. And then, of course, it has the energetics of light and source, and the mind is powered to be the primary decision-making process, yet you need the light to do all the heavy lifting of creating a dimension, a reality, location. So as you grow more of your light, I command my spirit to increase my life force energy, as an example, that funnel gets opened up more and more and more, and eventually you don't use your mind for decision-making. You use your mind to observe the aspirations, expression, joy, passions that you have. Does that make sense?
Yes. It does. So
essentially why I'm here, why the light ship is to help you. It is here now to help you go through the process, clear the thoughts and emotions of your ancestors. Okay. You've had to do it physically. It could take about probably 10 lifetimes. There's no modality on earth that can do what the light can do for you. It's in you right now. And that's why we're here now on the ascension cycles. It's going to be very tough. Probably will never happen. This version of the dark will disintegrate forever. So the more you favor choices from the dark, I have no problem saying it's going to be tough to ever get to higher frequencies because you're stuck in the lower decision-making process of the mind. And that's a pretty bold statement, but that's how the dark works, is it captures you, holds you, and you can't figure out how to get out of the box, so to speak. And it's all based on your decisions. Your decisions are the definitions of ascension. You can choose excitement for your next choice, and synchronicity, positive synchronicity will occur, i.e., I thank you for all the love you've given me. I thank all the people who have helped me and given me love gifts. And I cannot wait to talk to another round of people about the evolution they're going through and how they've helped their neighbors and taught me what it's like to be a human here. And guess what happens? They give me energy. They give me support. They give me attaboys, and guess how powerful that is, huh? Well, we don't have to guess, now do we?
No.
Your heart center is the only connection you're ever going to have to divine energies. It is always with you. Your spirit is your conduit for healing. And my dear brother, Ron Amatron, will echo that forever. And that's why we're here. And so I'm fresh off the bench. I'm not going anywhere, and I'm going to see us all through this. I'm going to hold my hand while I'm holding yours, because this is how it works here. We're in a human body that doesn't have all its tools, and we're getting them back. Now, I'm not endorsing commanding your spirit every waking second of every waking day. Just do it once a week, once a day, and watch yourself explore making simple decisions. Slower is faster for positive synchronicity. When you want things to happen, I've got to get it done, and it better do it. It's going to happen. I'm going to make it happen. And by the way, I'm going to get this RV off the ground, and everyone's going to be a billionaire now and do it and like it and save the world. And okay, it sounds good, but does it feel in an intrinsic fashion that you love what you're doing in all of your informal decision-making process?
There you go.
Your spirit must be in your body to heal it. It's quite interesting little trick here. So you have to get more spirit in you, and you do it through those intrinsic choices. So the more you make choices based on the past, paying the car bill, as you said, Jane, and or the debt, the more your spirit will not be in the body, because you're giving away your spirit to the dark. You say, no, I'm just paying my car bill, Q. No, that's not true, because that unnecessary urgency of that timeline was created so you would pay the bill. I'm not endorsing everyone going bankrupt. I'm saying your past is your past. It's already gone. Everything I said is gone. The light only works in love. It only works in heart energy. Heart energy never forces anything to happen. It's strictly love energy. The light does not allow darkness into it. How could it? It doesn't even know the dark. That's why I'm going to say it over and over again, like my brother. And the light does not know the dark. That's why I have to be a human here to help you. And all the countless conversation with the Galactic Federation and many, many, many others, notice they're not showing up to help you. And you know why? Because we are really stinky. It really stinks down here. Okay. Mm-hmm. And that is a galactic point of view. It's not standardized, but some might say, why would I want? So let me give you a lower dimensional perception from the galactic level. Jane, would you like to live in a tunnel with a bunch of insects for about 50 years?
No.
So that's what the higher frequency beings perceive you as right now. Okay. So no, and this is helpful. I'll give you an example. I feel it is helpful. When a lot of individuals, these are not absolutes, by the way, a lot of individuals outside of our plane galactically, if they came here, they would most likely die from your language, because of the emotional feelings that are associated with the consonants in the English language. T's, S's. So they see you as a babbling, lying, unauthentic, emotional, angry, black magic spell communicator every time you use English. Interesting, isn't it? Because they know the English language was designed to create timelines and put magic spells, that's why it's called spelling, on everyone you talk to. Listen, just find me any word. You can examine any word you want. My favorite, of course, is govern, men. So I just created the spell. So when someone outside of this plane looks at that, they go, whoa. One word said controlling a mass amount of people, swearing at them at the same time, and disgustingly described them as well. That's what it would look like from a frequency of that word. Interesting, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And so now we don't let me go too far down the path, because there are some incredible poets here, and incredible musicians and artists and incredible, beautiful people, period, that when they speak, you cannot stop listening to them, because they are so unbelievably perfect in their intentions now, aren't they? Mm-hmm. A lot different now, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So very nice. My suggestion is to take great care. Clear the densities and give yourself a better life. Make up your own clearing work. It's just a matter of recognizing you're on a really emotional planet. This is very new to you, even though you've been here quite a while. Again, you're running the emotions of all your ancestors through you at one time. It's quite interesting, but it can be cleared and solved. All you have to do is use your heart, and the timelines go away. They're proactive timelines. I have many stories about this. Let me know which direction you'd like to go today, Jane.
Well, I do have a question for you. So, we have a brain, right? And we don't want to use our brain, but part of our brain, we don't even utilize anything that's in the subconscious mind, right? And apparently there's so much within the junk brain or the subconscious mind that we haven't even touched, or we can't even connect with, at least for many people, right? So that's always been something that has been out there to be able to, connect more, with the subconscious rather than the conscious mind, because the conscious mind is the thinking part. And as you always say, don't think, right? So there's got to be a parallel between the subconscious and our spirit. And so I guess, waking up the subconscious and waking up the light, that's kind of, is that synonymous? Is it on the same level? Or did you want to say anything about the subconscious in regards to spirit? And
yes, that's awesome that you would ask me that. It's almost like I knew it was going to happen. Where else do you go? All right. So do you mind if I ask some questions?
Of course. Please.
Okay. Jane, you always step right in it. I always get you. I love it. You're such a good sport. Again, great example of forgiveness. Unconditional love has conditions, as we've talked about, I'm sure. But here is the definition of unconditional love for me. I want to make sure I get this, because this is on the tip of my tongue. For instant forgiveness should and is always going to be an opportunity for you to get out of these timelines. Instant forgiveness. So what? It happens. So what? They slapped you. It's gone.